Hello BookTube. For this Tag Thursday, I'm going to be doing the book Postscript Tag 2021 edition. This tag was originally created a number of years ago by Memento Mori. It has been updated this year by a Crow Reader's Thesis, and I originally saw it on Steve Donahue's channel. So let's get going. The longest book you read this year, and the book that took you the longest to finish. So the longest book I've read this year has been the Big Book of Science Fiction, edited by Anne and Jeff Vandermeer. It is a big, massive anthology of science fiction from its beginnings to within the last 10 years or so. I read it for New World's November, and for the most part, I didn't exactly get on with it. And I think that's because, while it is by far the longest book I've read this year, it didn't take me as long. And I'm counting reading days, not necessarily the actual length of time, because it took me most of the month of November, although I only read the book during the weekends, and I think even that really probably played a role in me not getting on with the book as well as I would have liked. And I am incredibly disappointed that I did not get on with the book better. I think probably what I should have done was read maybe a story every day or once a week or something like that. Let it kind of percolate, not try to gorge all in one chunk, which tends to make me a bit cranky sometimes. But it took me a number of weekends to read the book. But I want to say it actually took me a little bit longer to read either The Age of Decadence by Simon Heffer or Iran, A Modern History by Abbas Amanat. Because I think both books took me the better part of a week to to maybe almost 2 weeks, I want to say. And I want to say Iran, A Modern History edges out Age of Decadence, even though Age of Decadence is longer. But I think I kind of got on a bit better with the writing of Age of Decadence than I did Iran, A Modern History. So I'll mention all three down in the show notes down below. Because this is one of those tags where you can kind of add the books you're mentioning in the show notes under the prompts. Okay, prompt number 2. A book you read in 2021 that was outside of your comfort zone. I'm going to say a number of the books I read for the BookTube prize, which is always really, a lot of those books tend to be out of my comfort zone. I would go more specifically with Mediocre by Ijeoma Oluwo, which is about how white men have kind of wrecked the country, and it's a really terrible book. So yeah, but I mean, again, a lot of the books I read for the BookTube prize, I judged the first 2 rounds, and about half the books, if not more, from those 2 rounds were rather outside of my comfort zone. And it's maybe a bit of the reason why I'm not as keen to judge this upcoming year as I have been, because, yeah, some of the books are great, others aren't, and usually the ones that aren't great tend to move on because I guess I have weirder taste or a bit more historical taste than a lot of the other judges. But anyway, Let's move on to question number 3. How many books did you reread in 2021? I knew I should have looked up my reading list for like the books I've read this year to see how many. I want to say it's been about maybe 15 or 20, I would say. Some of the Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles by Clamp are rereads of Fairy Tale are rereads, Naruto, Bleach or rereads, Fullmetal Alchemist or rereads, the poetry either are rereads or have been reread numerous times over the course of this year because my poetry collection is still perpetually paltry. I'm working on correcting that, but it's going to take a while. And particularly the last 2 weeks, I've made major history reading commitments and ended up towards the end of the week rereading history. So anyway, so I'll leave links to some down below. Okay, prompt number 4. Favorite reread of 2021? I'm going to go with the volumes of Fairy Tale that I've read. I've really enjoyed them. Although that said, there is also a case to be made for Naruto Volume 1. Which when I first read it, I really didn't get on with it. But this reread, I'm like, I want all the volumes now. And that's like 71, 72. My poor wallet. I still only have the one, but anyway. Excuse me. Prompt number 5. A book you read for the first time in 2021 that you look forward to rereading in the future. Well, I guess that would be... Oh yeah. The New Black by Evie Shockley, which I will be reading today. Yeah. I've got a weekly reads rant is coming tomorrow. I guarantee it. But I love most of what I've read from the New Black that I really enjoyed. So looking forward to rereading it today. Prompt number 6. Favorite single short story or novella that you've read in 2021? And I'm currently blanking on it. Just annoying. I would say probably Sankings by George R. Martin from the Big Book of Science Fiction. I really like that one. There's also a short story from Inti Story that I really liked that I'm blanking on the title of, which I will add to the show notes under Sankings. Which was, I think, was a fantastic story from there. Prompt number 7. Mass Appeal. A book you liked and would recommend to a wide variety of readers. I guess maybe The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. It's a first novel in a new epic fantasy series set in contemporary New York about cities and their avatars that I quite enjoyed, even though I don't necessarily always get on with N.K. Jemisin's work. I would also recommend maybe The 100 Years War on Palestine by Rashid Khalidi. That book was amazing. Prompt number 8. Specialized Appeal. A book you like but would be hesitant to recommend to just anyone. Largely most of the books I read because I do have rather specialist or specialized interests that aren't necessarily all that popular. But again, you probably go with, well, technically the city we became and 100 Years War in Palestine count, so yeah. Prompt number 9. Reflect on your year as a bookish content creator. Goals met, good and bad memories, favorite videos you made, etc. So, I don't know necessarily if I've made any goals for this video. I just basically, I do booktube so I have somebody to talk to about books. Or, I guess, basically talk to myself about books, which I do anyway, but maybe there's an audience for it or something. I don't know. Yeah. So I really have no solid goals. I do this because it's rather fun and I have nothing better to do at 12:30 in the afternoon, Central Time. So good and bad memories. I don't know really if there have been one. I think some of the tag videos, particularly the more nosy tag videos, I think those have been pretty fun. I think there have been a few fun weekly reads that I've done. Favorite videos I make, even though they probably doesn't look like it, I do love making haul videos. Those are the videos I look forward to every month. I just love showing the books, and once while I'm uploading the video, logging them into my catalog and putting the books up, because I quite enjoy doing that. I wish I'd made a library tour, but I think if I do that, it'll be under different circumstances, like if I rearrange my room or something major like that, rather than just showing them willy-nilly. Although those have also been wonderful excuses to actually clean the shelves. So finally, prompt number 10, tag some fellow bookish content creators. So if you would like to do this tag, consider yourselves tagged. Specifically the Bookish Bryants, who I think have expressed some hurt, or they wish they were more specifically tagged. So Scott and Becky, if you would like to this tag, you're tagged. Sony BookTube, that was the Book Postscript Tag 2021 edition. Hopefully there will be, this tag will make the rounds again next year. And I will see you tomorrow with a weekly read. So until then, BookTube, thank you, have a great afternoon, and stay safe.